Hello everyone and welcome to DIY Ideas. Today we have a really simple, really quick single loop scarf. You basically pull it over your head and you're good to go. It does have a look like it was knitted, but we are going to be crocheting it today. This is one of my favorite tricks. And you can see that we're using thick yarn, so it's going to look really cool, and this is also why it's such a fast project. So stay tuned and I'll show you what I used and how I did it. So we have the Alpaca big today, and you can see that we need one ball for one winter hat. And this is a really cool type of yarn. I'm really excited to work with this. We have here 100 grams, 50 meters, or 3.5 ounces and 54 yards. And yeah, I'll be using my 12mm crocheting hook just to try it out. So this is the biggest one that I have. I hope I can zoom in, but it's the 12mm one. And if you want this color, it's number 166. And yeah, let's see what it's made out of. It's 60% acrylic and 40% alpaca. And yeah, now we're ready to remove the label and get started. Okay, so I don't need the outside thread or the outside beginning thread, I need the one from the inside. And let's start with some chains. Here is the measuring tape. I won't be counting today, so instead just measuring, and we need about 50 centimeters in length for a single loop scarf. This is really lovely to work with and it goes really fast. And each one of these is, I'm sure, about 2 centimeters or almost an inch each, which is awesome. Almost 60 centimeters, that's good. So now we can get started and we're gonna go in. Just make sure you don't have any twists or anything. This is really great that the yarn is so thick because it's really easy to notice if something's a bit off. Anyway, we're gonna go into the first stitch we did, the first chain, and do a slip stitch. This is basically where you just take your thread with your hook as you go. So we don't have any twists, anything weird going on. We're good to go into the first chain in and take your thread with you all the way. And this is the little single loop that we have. So now we're gonna do 2 chains and then a treble, or actually a half treble. So we're going through all 3 loops like this. There we go, yarn over and then again. And each chain that we see is gonna get a half treble. Okay, so this is what we have. Now we are going to finish up this row, so connect. For that, I am going to go into the back section of this little stitch that we started the row with. So you can see that it's kind of in the back. We're gonna go in there, do a slip stitch. So again, just pull the thread with you as you go. And then we're gonna do 2 more chains for the height of the new round. And we're gonna do half trebles again, but we're gonna do them in the back section of each stitch. So basically not the top, but you move the top towards you and then you find the little section of each stitch that's behind. and that's where we go in and do half trebles. And when you look at it this way, you can see that this top section moved to the front. That's going to be our rib, and that's what's going to give it this knitted look. And you know you're doing everything right when this emerges after a couple of chains or a couple of stitches. And I'm going to finish up this round and I'll be back then. Here is the first and second round. You can see what this looks like, the little transition. And then what we're going to do is connect again with this first stitch that we did. Again, slip stitch, 2 chains for the height, and start all over again. So go into the back section of each stitch and do a half treble. So several rows later, this is what I have, and you can see the ribbed pattern. You can see the effect. It does look knitted, but it was crocheted. And you can see here this top section. We do have a bit of yarn left over. I'm gonna do one last round with this just to make sure the beginning and the end look the same, or the top and the bottom when you wear it. So we're gonna do 1 chain for the height for this row. And we're again going to go into the back section, but this time we're going to do just singles, so no yarn over this time. And this is how this section goes to the front, and that way we also get the same effect as the one we started with. And since we're not doing yarn over for each stitch, we need less yarn than for the rest of these rows. This is where we are going to start our, or where we're going to stop this row. So this is where we started the last one. So slip stitch there to connect and just pull out the rest. I don't have a lot left over, so I'm pulling it through. I'm not shortening yet, but of course you could have shortened if you had more. Beginning and end need to be woven in, hidden, and then your single loop is good to go. You can see here the ribs. That's what it looks like. And I think the color is also really, really cool today. So you can see how fast this project is due to the thickness of the yarn and the size of our hook, of course. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. Look at how stretchy this is. It's really awesome. And this is gonna provide an additional layer, and you're gonna stay warm if you have and make a single loop like this. So I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to shoot us a thumbs up. You can of course subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and if you'd like to see more, make sure to click on the notification bell after subscribing. That way you'll get notified when we post our next project. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!